Hey, this is Arjun, and I'm the CEO of Doula.com. We are a venture-backed startup that has successfully raised over $13 million from the likes of Y Combinator, HubSpot Ventures, Nexus Venture Partners, Cody Sanchez, Graham Stephan, Sahil Bloom, just to name a few. Here's my promise. By the end of this video, you're going to know how to start a business in the USA from India. And the way we're going to get there is by covering it in these following sections. First, we're going to go through how you can start a business in the US as an Indian citizen. Then we're going to walk through how to start a business in the USA from India in 7 steps if you go the DIY route. We'll then cover where you should incorporate your business in the US. We'll cover the role of a US registered agent. We'll help you understand what is the process of transferring a registered business in India to the US. We'll cover your tax responsibilities, and we'll wrap up with how you can simplify your US business formation journey with Doula's expertise. Without further ado, let's dive in. Dreams of tapping into a massive consumer base, benefiting from cutting-edge technology, and thriving in a vibrant, innovative atmosphere often lures Indian entrepreneurs to the United States. The American market holds the promise of limitless possibilities, whether you're in tech, healthcare, retail, or any other industry. If you've ever envisioned your brand going global and making a mark in one of the world's largest economies, the United States might just be the playground you're looking for. Wondering just how to start a business in the USA from India? Well, we're going to cover that right now so that you can turn your entrepreneurial dreams into reality. Let's start with understanding how you can start a business in the US as an Indian citizen. Whether you're expanding your business or starting a new venture in the United States, this can be a strategic move for Indian entrepreneurs. The US offers a stable economy, a large and diverse consumer base, and a conducive environment for innovation and growth. In short, setting up shop in America can be a game changer, providing access to resources and opportunities that might be limited or more competitive in other markets. So why consider the American market? The sheer scale of the US economy offers opportunities that are simply difficult to find or impossible to find elsewhere. High consumer spending, technological advancements, and an established infrastructure makes the US an appealing destination for businesses. Besides, the US is home to a multitude of cultures, offering a diverse market that at the end of the day can be more receptive to new products and services. When it comes to the mechanics of how to start a business in the USA from India, you have 2 primary options. You can either handle the process yourself, or you can hire a business formation service like Doula to manage the complexities for you. Doula's business formation services offers an easier alternative to the DIY route. Our services specialize in helping foreign entrepreneurs establish a business entity in the US. They can guide you through the registration process, they can guide you through securing an EIN, and they can even provide advice on the tax implications of starting a business here, saving you time and potentially costly, irreversible mistakes. Let's dive in and start with how to start a business in the USA from India in 7 steps. While some opt for business formation services like Doula to ease the process, you can go the DIY route. That's entirely possible. And I'll actually break down the steps you'll need to take if you're going the DIY route to get your American dream business off the ground. Step 1 is choosing a business name. The first step is choosing a business name that reflects your brand identity and resonates with your target audience. A good name can make your business memorable and help you stand out in a competitive marketplace. And the US is a competitive marketplace. Step 2 is deciding on a business structure. Your next decision is the legal structure of your business. 2 commonly chosen structures are LLCs and C corporations, and we'll break down the difference between these 2 now. A limited liability company, commonly known as an LLC, is a popular choice among entrepreneurs for several compelling reasons. Let's go through these. One of the most significant advantages is the flexibility it offers in terms of management and operation. Unlike other rigid corporate structures, an LLC allows you to organize your business in a way that best suits your needs. This can be particularly beneficial for small to medium-sized businesses that require a less hierarchical setup. Protection of personal assets is another crucial advantage. In an LLC, the owner's personal assets, such as the home, car, and personal bank account, are generally protected from business debts and lawsuits. What that means is if the business incurs debt or is sued, only the assets tied to the business are at risk, providing a crucial safety net for entrepreneurs. Tax benefits are also another big incentive to opt for an LLC structure. LLCs typically enjoy pass-through taxation, which means the business income or loss is passed through to the owners, who then report this income on their personal tax returns. This eliminates the double taxation that corporations are often subject to. First on corporate earnings and again on dividends paid to shareholders. Moreover, LLCs usually face fewer regulatory requirements and mandatory filings compared to other corporate structures, such as C corporations, which we'll get to next. This can result in lower administrative costs and less time spent on compliance, allowing you as a business owner to focus more on growth. And that means you have to focus less on paperwork, which is the dream of any entrepreneur. Next up are C corporations. A C corporation, often simply called a corporation, is a legal entity that is separate and distinct from its owners, who are known as shareholders. Now, a C corporation is a bit more complex than an LLC, but it does offer its own set of advantages, particularly for businesses looking at larger scale operations, looking for external funding, or looking to go public one day. One of the primary benefits of a C corporation is the ability to raise capital through the sale of stock. Unlike other business structures, a C corporation can issue various types of stocks, which allows you to attract a wide range of investors. This is especially beneficial for businesses that require significant upfront investment for expansion or for research and development. Another advantage is the limited liability protection this can offer to shareholders. Like an LLC, a C corporation provides protection of personal assets of the owners. However, it goes a step further by also safeguarding the personal assets of directors and officers, which is not a feature universally available in other business structures. A C corporation has a distinct advantage when it comes to transferring ownership or surviving the loss of key individuals. The entity continues to exist even if owners or key stakeholders leave or pass away, making it easier to have a long-term business plan and operational stability. Another point to consider is employee benefits. C corporations can offer a wider range of benefits and incentives to employees, such as stock options, such as robust retirement plans, which can be very crucial in attracting and retaining top talent. However, it is important to note that C corporations are subject to double taxation. What that means is the corporation pays tax on its earnings, and then the shareholders are taxed again on the dividends they receive. This tax structure is a critical factor to consider when deciding if a C corporation is the right choice for your business. Step 3, file to incorporate. Once you've decided on a structure, you'll then need to file the necessary paperwork to officially incorporate your business. This typically involves submitting articles of incorporation and paying a filing fee to the state. Step 4 is getting an EIN. An employer identification number, or EIN, is essentially a social security number for your business. And this number serves as its unique tax identification code. You'll need an EIN for multiple purposes, including filing tax returns, applying for business loans, and, most importantly, opening a business bank account in the United States. To obtain an EIN, you'll need to file a request with the U.S. Internal Revenue Service, the IRS, which can often be done online or via mail, making it a straightforward but essential step in your business setup process. Step 5, obtain licenses and permits. Before you can officially open your business for operations in the US, you'll need to secure the necessary licenses and permits that allow you to do business. Now, the specific types of licenses or permits do depend on your industry and the state in which you plan to operate in. Typically, you'll need to apply for federal licenses if your business is involved in activities that are regulated by a federal agency. State licenses can cover a range of activities and industries, from restaurants to retail to professional services. Do not overlook local permits, which can include zoning permits or health department approvals for food businesses. Make sure you research extensively to ensure you're in full compliance with all of the legal and tax requirements. Step 6, open a business bank account. Opening a business bank account is crucial, and it's crucial because it allows you to separate your personal finances from your business finances, a step that aids in easier accounting and bookkeeping, and it protects your personal assets. To open a U.S. business bank account, you'll need your EIN, your business formation docs, and a form of personal identification. Some banks may require an in-person visit, so plan accordingly if you're trying to open a business bank account with that type of bank. But there are other banks that Dula works with where you do not have to visit the US. Having a business bank account also adds credibility to your business, making it easier to manage payments, handle payments to salaries, and prepare for any tax or bookkeeping obligations. Step 7, file your reports. Regularly filing reports is not just a legal requirement, but it's also a good business practice that keeps your company in good standing. You're going to need to usually file an annual report that outlines key details about your business, such as the names of directors, confirming your business address, and any other general information on what your business does. That'll typically be done at a state and federal level. The specific requirements can vary by state, but failure to file these reports can result in penalties or even the dissolution of your business, which means it gets shut down by the state. Most states have an online portal where these reports can be submitted, and it's often accompanied by a filing fee. Doula has a post which runs through all of these filing fees if you have questions. Now, at this point, you also might be wondering, where should I incorporate my business in the US? In the US, you have the option to incorporate your business in any of the 50 states, each with its own set of benefits and regulations. However, Delaware and Wyoming often emerge as top contenders for various reasons, and let me explain why those are the two most popular states. Delaware is renowned for its business-friendly laws, its well-established legal system, and flexibility in management structures. Wyoming, on the other hand, offers no state corporate income taxes, and it provides strong asset protection. Both states are advantageous for different kinds of businesses, depending on your specific needs. What is the role of a US registered agent? I want to cover this because this is a question that comes up. And a registered agent serves as your business's official point of contact with the state, and the registered agent is important for receiving legal and tax documents on behalf of your company. Having a registered agent is a legal requirement when starting a business in the US. The registered agent must be physically located in the state where your business is registered and be available during regular business hours. Next up, let's cover the process of transferring a registered business in India to the US. Transferring an already established business in India to the US is a bit more of a complex procedure that does involve several legal and financial steps. Typically, it starts with a thorough evaluation of your existing business structure and identifying the best US structure that aligns with it. You'll then have to fulfill the registration requirements in the US, secure an EIN, and comply with tax obligations both in the US and India to avoid double taxation. Professional legal and tax advice is often recommended for this process. Next up, we're going to cover what are your tax responsibilities. When you start a business in the US from India, you're going to have to navigate the tax landscape of both countries. In the US, this includes federal, state, and sometimes local taxes, depending on where your business is based. You'll need to file income tax returns, employment taxes if you have employees, and various other forms depending on your business activities. It's crucial to be aware of tax treaties between India and the US to avoid double taxation. Compliance with tax laws is not just a legal necessity, but also it impacts your business's credibility and long-term success. Understanding each of these facets can provide the roadmap you need in order to successfully start and sustain your business venture in the United States. So whether you're starting from scratch or you're transferring an existing business from India to the US, being well informed is your first step towards success. I'd argue that goes to anything. Let's wrap up with how you can simplify your US business formation journey with Doula's expertise. Starting a journey of creating a business in the US from India comes with a myriad of tasks that we just ran through that does require specialized knowledge in legal and financial and tax domains. Doula can act as your guide through this intricate landscape. We offer a variety of services that range from helping you choose the best state for incorporation, we'll even help you secure your EIN, and we'll help you fulfill other essential registration requirements. Doula's experienced professionals, from formation to tax, can also assist in transferring an existing Indian business to the US, ensuring a smooth transition that complies with both countries' tax frameworks. We have tax partners in India. If you're considering crossing borders to expand or start your business venture, you don't have to do it alone. You can reach out to Doula's LLC formation specialists, and we'll help make your journey not just feasible, but also efficient and compliant, and we want to help save you money along the way. Our belief is with Doula at your side, you can focus on what you do best while Doula handles the rest, including bureaucratic hurdles and complex paperwork, and that will give your US business the best chance of success. So, you ready to take the next step? Contact Doula today and set your business on the path to a successful US venture. Now, before we wrap up, I want to go through some of the most frequently asked questions we get when it comes to setting up a business in the US from India. How long does it typically take to start a business in the US from India? The time frame can vary widely depending on the type of business, the state in which you're incorporating in, and the permits needed. However, the basic incorporation process can often be completed within a few weeks if all documents are in order. Can I hire employees in the US for my business? Yes, you can hire employees in the US for your business. In order to do this, you'll need an EIN or employee identification number for tax purposes, and you must comply with US labor laws and regulations regarding employment. Do I need a physical presence in the US to start a business? No. A physical presence in the US is not a strict requirement to start a business. However, you will need a US registered agent and possibly a US mailing address depending on the state of incorporation. How can I find a suitable business idea for the US market? In order to find an idea, conduct some market research to identify gaps or needs in the US market. Tools like surveys, analysis of existing competition, and studying market trends can help you refine your business idea. How can I protect my intellectual property rights when starting a business in the US? To protect intellectual property rights in the US, you can file for patents, trademarks, or copyrights depending on the nature of your intellectual property. Legal advice is recommended for navigating the IP landscape, and Dula actually has some trademark and patent lawyers that we can refer you to. Can I fund my business in the US from India? Yes, you can fund your US-based business from India through various methods such as personal funds, loans, or even an external investment. Ensure you adhere to both US and Indian regulations related to international fund transfers if you are doing this. What types of visas are available for Indian entrepreneurs to start a business in the US? Several visa options are available, such as the E2 Treaty Investor Visa and the L1 Intracompany Transferee Visa. Each visa type has specific requirements and limitations, so it is essential to consult with immigration experts for the best option for your situation. Dula has a network of immigration lawyers that we can refer you to as well if you work with us. That's a wrap. Hope you enjoyed this video. What are you waiting for? If you're ready to get started, head out to doula.com today and click Get Started, or you can schedule a free consultation with the team to answer any questions that you might have at this point. Hope to see you in the next video. Follow along to see more just like this. Comment down with any other questions, and we can't wait to work with you soon.